right, welcome everybody. I asked Richard if he was ready, and he gave me like a thumbs up, but he's not ready.
You said that you'd give me a warning before we went live.
But when
So
you
let
said
me-
you were ready and gave me a thumbs up, I assumed that you were
this,
ready.
This says I'll be ready in 1 minute. It hasn't been 1 minute yet.
Okay, this means hold on 1 minute, like Han Solo does.
Uh-huh.
Right?
And this means I'll be ready to go in 1 minute.
I don't think
No,
so.
this when Han Solo did that to C-3PO,
Yes.
it wasn't 1 minute. It was, hey, shut up.
And this is why I have to turn your mic down.
Well, don't keep fixing and fiddling with it during the recording.
Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry you had to see this, guys.
Well, Shamim has seen us fighting before.
I know.
Hey there, Pierre.
Hey, Pierre.
And
Hey,
Shamim.
Pierre, was your Instagram hacked? I keep getting a weird message, so I feel like your Instagram was hacked because it doesn't look like you. All right. Yeah, let me know that. Okay, anyway. Well, we are excited to talk a little bit of Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 4, in our episode today.
Yeah. Hey, John. Hey, happy belated birthday.
Yay!
So if you haven't seen today's episode of the Book of Boba Fett, might want to skip a little bit of the
when
show.
we get to it, yeah.
We will give you fair warning.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, exciting. Okay, you do have a new one. Okay, then I will block the other person. They keep on asking me to donate $800 or something ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's just Pierre. Okay, cool. Well, Blessed Cheesemaker, welcome.
Hey, good evening.
Welcome, Skywalking Force, Blessed Cheesemaker.
Good evening. Where are you coming in from?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Barrett, yeah. You can listen until we get to it, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. But thank you for
there's really
joining us.
nothing to spoil.
Well-
Pennsylvania. Nothing to spoil, but yeah, well, okay.
No, there
Just to
is.
go in there clean.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryn.
All right. Yay. Oh, oh, wow. Hi, Bryn. I didn't see it. Yay. Cool. Okay. All right, guys. Well, yes, as we teased, later tonight on Zoom, we will be doing a discussion of Chapter 4. Anyone can join in.
Oh, please.
That's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Pacific time, yes.
Yes, we have an event up on our Facebook group, so that's where the link is.
Lots to discuss on the
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett.
And a lot of you joined that, including Meredith, who has just joined us as well.
See, I could tell that Blessed
And Jane.
Cheesemaker was from the East Coast.
Yes.
Because he said, just finished my supper. On the East Coast, we say
Oh.
supper.
What?
But over here on the West Coast, they say dinner.
Supper.
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 We don't say supper in Texas either. I never said that. I know
But
what it is.
you're caught right in the middle.
I know. But over here, we
You're
just say
like-
dinner.
Like sunner.
Yeah. No.
Supper and dinner.
No.
Sunner.
Lunner.
That's lunch and dinner.
I know.
So
Okay.
that's what today's show is going to be all about. How different regions of the U.S. pronounce things and clarify and
Wouldn't that be
quantify.
fun?
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. All right. Well, regardless, I think we're going to get started.
Yes, yeah, Shamim, I did like my birthday video, and hey, do I look any different? Do I look a year older, everybody? Because I'm now a year older than I was last time we all met.
Well, you know what we got for your birthday? We went to Disney. We got these fun Spirit jerseys. They're matching.
Aren't they cute?
They're the Skywalker. What's they say on the
go
back?
turn around.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, check this out. This was the selling point right there. Look at that. Hold on. Skywalker Academy. How could we not get that?
So amazing. Yeah. And the colors are good. Like, I knew the colors would look good on Richard.
And you weren't wrong. What do they say in Batu? They say, come over here and eat.
Bright suns.
No comment on eating. Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit record.
All
Bam.
right.
Here we go. Oh, are we going to want this video?
No?
No. Okay. All right. Now, see, this is what I do for Classic Marvel. I should record the video. Oops.
I thought you
Oh,
wanted...
no.
What?
No, just in general. Well, okay.
What? You want
Yes?
to record the video? Oh, that's... Okay.
Never mind. That's a
Yeah,
different
a conversation when we're not
Yes.
keeping the 7 viewers waiting.
Yes. Okay. All right, here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 353 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! When you watch a Star Wars film, do you watch it on VHS, Blu-ray, Beta, the Kenner Movie Viewer, or do you just go right to streaming? Well, hold that thought until we welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who is my shirt buddy.
Yay!
We're wearing twinsy shirts.
We're wearing matching Spirit jerseys from Disneyland. Yay.
That's a Skywalker Academy on the back.
Oh, they're so cool.
For those of you not in the live stream and didn't see it earlier.
They're so cool.
I want to paint a picture.
I love it. And they're so cool and comfy. We love them.
I haven't taken it off since January 16th.
Yeah.
What was January 16th again?
Your birthday!
I almost forgot.
Aw, happy birthday, sweetie.
Well, thank you to my sweetie wife, and thank you to everyone who left me personalized birthday greetings and wishes, and through Facebook and texts and Facebook messengers. I'm still getting them today, 3 days later. So thank you, and thank you for all of those birthday messages. I really appreciate it.
Did people slide into your DMs?
Yes, they did.
As the office ladies would say.
I got more personal birthday wishes in my DMs than on Facebook. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, I wished you a happy birthday in person, and we had a lot of fun. So thank you, sweetie. Did you introduce me yet?
Yes, I did. I said that we were shirt buddies.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Buddy Sarah.
Just like on Friends, when Joey and Chandler they were bracelet buddies.
Oh my God, I remember that episode.
Now we are shirt buddies.
I am very much more excited than Chandler was for my T-shirt than he was for his bracelet.
Yeah, come on, show some gratitude, Chandler.
I know. All right, Skywalkers. Well, you have tuned in to your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. So it's time to give you a big Wookiee hug and a little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. You know, every once in a while, everyone needs a little sprinkle of pixie dust and happy thoughts in their life. So we are sending our happy thoughts to you. Now, if you're listening and watching us right now on YouTube Live, then you are now a Skywalker. So join us and the rest of our Skywalking family on a fun and positive adventure through fandom.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And guess what the best part of this is?
It's free of charge.
Their service is totally and literally free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, or just whisper this:
Skynet. Also, many of you I know bought some D23 Expo tickets happening early in September this year. That is in Anaheim. So if you need accommodations, if you're planning to go to the parks during that time, call Small World Vacations and check them out. Get a quote, because that would be awesome. I know, hey, raise your hand if you already got your D23 Expo tickets with the pre-sale. Woo.
Right over here.
They sold out in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, January 20th, hopefully you guys are watching social media. You have the opportunity to get your 3-day tickets then. So yes, go.
Yeah, so please head on over there to smallworldvacations.com. And a lot of people will say, why do I need a travel agency? I can do it by myself. Because they keep an eye on all those discounts.
That's true, yes.
They are in the loop.
Well, I believe when you book with a travel agent through Small World Vacations, if your package gets discounted, you get that discounted price. That doesn't happen if you book by yourself.
Yeah, I like it when people hold my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Through these kind of processes.
Yes.
And they will do just that. Yeah, they may do it at a 6-foot distance, but still they'll do that if you want them to.
Yes.
All you gotta do is whisper
Skynet,
and they'll do that.
now,
Asterisk, that might not even happen.
Yeah,
just saying that, but you never know. All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on January the 19th 2022. So Minnie, how many more days until Star Wars Celebration Anaheim?
Oh my, Richard. There are 128 days until that time.
You know what? I didn't even know you were in the room. I just figured you were.
Oh, I was. I just appeared. Oh, but now it's time to go back to the clubhouse.
Now, Minnie, come back. Another question. Okay, first, put on your stiletto so you make this kind of sound.
That sounds the same.
There's your stilettos. Does Minnie wear stilettos?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. All right. No, I wasn't wrong. All right.
Well, not stilettos, but they are high heels.
Okay, so here's your high heel back. All right, Minnie, what time is it before we can move on with the big show?
Oh.
Minnie, we're all waiting, Minnie.
It's 3:41 p.m. Good afternoon.
All right, bye, Minnie. I think she was hopping at that point.
Hey.
All right, now coming up on this big episode, we will be speaking with author and podcaster Nathan P. Butler. And he just put out a 3-volume book set called A Saga on Home Video, A Fan's Guide to U.S. Star Wars Home Video Releases.
Now, where will his collection go now that everything is on Disney Plus and streaming?
Well, you know what? He answers that. And he answers a whole lot more.
Yes.
Great conversation, a great guy. But now, let's recap Chapter 3 of the Book of Boba Fett, The Gathering Storm.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4. But now, let's recap Chapter 4, The Gathering Storm, from the Book of Boba Fett in Things We Want to Share.
All right, Skywalker, so now is your chance. If you're watching and you have not seen Chapter 4, then please, this is a good time to stop watching and go watch that. And also, if you are watching and have seen it and you'd like to say a little something about the episode that we can read as we are recording, then please do. And thank you for tuning in. We got Jamie Burns here, too.
Oh, hey there, Jamie.
Yeah, so more people have joined us. Awesome. Oh, okay. Bye, Bryn.
Bryn's going.
Sorry about that. Oh, cool. Oh, good.
Oh,
Jeremy just finished.
Hey, Jeremy.
Nice. Okay, perfect. All right, so chapter 1. Oops. All right, so. Okay, here we go.
Chapter 4, The Gathering Storm, directed by Kevin Tancharion.
Tancherone?
Tancharon.
I don't know.
Tancharoen by Kevin Tancharoen.
Okay.
Does that name sound familiar?
No, but apparently he's directed a lot of things we've watched, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., episodes of The Flash, and Supergirl, also Glee, the 3D concert movie.
I know. That's what a lot of people recognize his name from.
Mm-hmm.
He also worked on choreographing Madonna. He's directed some Britney Spears television, Las Vegas concerts.
Wow.
So the guy's got a big spectrum.
Wow, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, do you want to give us your thoughts on this episode?
Okay.
And I love pointing this out. The director of photography was Dean Cundy. Dean Cundy did a lot of John Carpenter movies like Halloween, Escape from New York, and not a John Carpenter movie, but a little film you may know as Jurassic Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love his work, and I'm so happy he's the DP.
Yeah, and there was a Jurassic Park moment in this
Yes,
one.
why, yes. You know what? Do you want to start there?
Sure.
You know what? Give us some of your initial thoughts.
Okay.
And then go into that Jurassic Park moment.
Okay. So, initial thoughts. Okay, I feel like this Chapter 4 of Book of Boba Fett was very much like Chapter 4 of WandaVision, in which it answered a lot of questions that the first 3 episodes put forth. So, like, namely, and this came up in our Zoom chat last week, like, why does he want to rule now? Why doesn't he want to be a bounty hunter? What's up with that?
That was
right?
answered big time.
Big time. Also, I had mentioned that I really wanted to see the Boba Fett and Fennec meeting and how they met. And so, actually, we were both right, Richard, in that you were right that their first meeting was in Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian, Season 1, which is when thinks she's dead. We think she's dead, but we hear spurs, and it was Boba Fett.
You see these boots walking
Yeah.
into the foreground.
But that was our first meeting, but we did get to see more of that, which is what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, well, you had a big question.
I had a lot of big questions, and one of which was, is that Max Rebo on the keyboards in the Sanctuary Cantina? Well, we don't exactly know just yet, but Garza Whip did say, Max, play it again, Max.
Hit it, Max.
Hit it, Max.
Yeah.
Play it again, Sam. And she called him Max.
That's Max Rebo.
We're almost there, but he
Oh,
was
no,
on the
that
set.
was it.
Have you seen Max Rebo? You know, he's a little blue ortolan. He doesn't have long legs. So when that sail barge was going up in flames, how fast could he have gotten away?
Okay, got it.
So chances are he went up. How we got out of there, we don't know.
No.
So it could be another Max.
I feel like it was Max Rebo.
I want to say yes, and I hope it is Max Rebo. but now we need a flashback as to how Max got out of there.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to see any more flashbacks.
Right. So overall, I mean, I really enjoyed watching this episode with you, and I know we're still going our overall thoughts. And you said to round it out with the kitchen scene.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jurassic Park moment was when Boba Fett and Fennec are trying to infiltrate the palace of
Bib Fortuna's palace.
Yes, thank you. And they end up in the kitchens, and there's a moment where one of the, I guess I need to watch it again, but like it was very much going in and out of the kitchen countertops like in Jurassic Park.
Yes. So as they were chasing the LEP series service droid, the bunny droid we saw in the Clone Wars, it was very reminiscent of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, only the bunny droid as the kids.
Yeah.
And really Boba Fett and Fennec has the raptors.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool.
Did anyone else see that? Oh, okay.
Shamim got that.
Shamim got that. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, and Rex Gordon, he is saying that maybe Max Rebo has a hover piano.
Oh.
That would answer so much.
That would. He's like, it's blowing up. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, there he goes with his piano.
All right, now for me, I'm seeing a lot of nitpicking going on Facebook, and I don't understand it. I am loving this series, and I'm loving the flashbacks. I love prequels because I want to see things like the Kessel Run from Solo and this back game where Han got the Millennium Falcon. I want to see in the Book of Boba Fett how he got out of the Sarlacc and his relationship with the Tuskens. Don't just tell me this. I want to see it. You know, show it, don't say it. I love the flashbacks. I love this series. I love the fact that it can be kind of slow, but to me that just says development, and we're getting this development of this character of Boba Fett and so much more that I just cannot wait every single week, and I'm always so sad when we see the credits end. So a great episode. We got to see how Boba Fett and Fennec teamed up, and we got to see, and this, like I said before, why Boba Fett wanted to start a house,
a tribe, really,
a tribe, his own crime syndicate in the big picture, rather than being a bounty hunter. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's always about character development. He's been a bounty hunter. He's had a couple of days in the Sarlacc to rethink his life. He went home and rethought his life. He went down to the Sarlacc and rethought his life.
Right. No death sticks involved.
Why am I doing this? I want to do something bigger and better. And and there was a great scene of Fennec and Boba Fett at the Sarlacc pit, and Boba Fett is laying it all out there. I'm sick and tired of dealing with these idiots who have no compassion for our lives when it comes down to a job.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, they risk their lives for their job.
Every single time they go out. And this is one of the reasons why I started Hey Hey Entertainment decades ago, because I was tired of working with all the numbskulls and thought, you know what, I have a better idea of how the entertainment industry works than some of these people who are hiring me. I'm just going to go do it myself, and I'll treat myself and my employees much better than I was treated. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'm relating more with Boba Fett when I saw that scene, but I thought it really laid out exactly what his trajectory. And I know a lot of people were like, Why does he want to become a crime boss? When did that happen? It's like, well, we're only, as of last week, we're only on episode 3 of 7. So let it grow. Let it evolve. And that's what it's doing. And this is why I love TV series, miniseries like this, rather than a film.
Right. Now, is that your initial thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, because we have some comments from Skywalkers here in the Sky Chat. Also, so Rex Gordon is saying, was there a Jackson appearance?
Are you talking about the LEP series service droid?
I know, that's what I'm wondering, but I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, tell me
Let us know.
Where you saw Jackson.
Yeah. And now Blessed Cheesemaker is saying, my favorite part was the Sarlacc pit. That was cool bringing that back. You'd never think you'd see that again. But Boba Fett was on a vendetta against a couple different places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had some scores to settle.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you knew it was coming, that jump scare, as we're looking into the maw of the Sarlacc. You knew that beak was going to come out, but like when will that come out?
Did it scare you?
It did scare me. And as much as I knew it was coming, I love to be scared. And just like in Return of the Jedi, when Princess Leia and Wicket are looking out for that biker scout, who just took a shot at us?
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, you see another laser bolt or that Minoc that scares Princess Leia.
Yeah.
You know what's coming, but I just love putting the timing out of my head so I can be scared when that suction cup grabs onto the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, great scene with the Sarlacc.
Also, Wayne Kwong is saying, I've watched Chapter 4 3 times already, and it answered a lot of questions. Wow, Wayne! 3 times, and it's only halfway through the day. That's dedication. Amazing.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
Yeah, and Rex says, likes how it plays homage to the old expanded universes. Nice.
All right, what did you see how it paid homage to the expanded universe?
And that's Rex.
Rex, right.
Yeah, let us know.
All
Okay.
Right.
So Jeremy is confused as to why we're back at the Sarlacc pit. Didn't we watch the Jawas take his armor in the first episode? We did, Jeremy, but Boba Fett himself, I believe, was completely just wiped.
Yeah.
He didn't realize that his armor was taken at that point. He was like passed out and didn't realize it.
This was a big argument I had earlier in the day.
Oh.
Why didn't Boba Fett know where his armor was? Like, well, he climbed himself out of the Sarlacc pit
and passed
and
out.
collapsed.
Yeah.
And he didn't waken until the Tuscans were dragging him through the desert.
Right.
So yeah, that's why he went back, because he's looking for his armor.
Because he doesn't know where it is. He assumes it's there. So yeah.
All right, now I want to point out some cameos.
Yes.
Some cameo droids.
Ooh.
Now in the kitchen area of the Bib Fortuna's palace, we see the droid cook, who we saw this type of droid in Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
When Anakin and Padme were going back to Naboo, and they were dressed as refugees.
Okay.
And Anakin and Padme is asking him, "Are Jedi's allowed to love?" We see that service droid behind the counter, and he scoots away R2.
Okay.
This time he's got all these meat cleavers, and he pulled a Grievous.
He totally did. Like, same animation. Totally.
I love that. I love that so much. We saw the EV-99 torture droid that we saw in Return of the Jedi. A lot of people thought it was the same droid from The Mandalorian who was tending bar at the Mos Eisley Cantina. There could have been another model, but this time, I think he's back because he wasn't on the cell bar, so he didn't get blown up. And all right, there's no one to torture right now, so get to the kitchen and start cooking up some yuzum. And
if you've ever read Tales from Jabba's Palace, that EV-99 has a crazy story.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's creepy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who voiced the character in Return of the Jedi. It was Richard Marquand, the director, but whoever it was listened to the inflections of Richard Marquand's voice performance, because I thought he got that down really, really well. And once again, we see more bunnies. Didn't see a Who Jib, but we saw the LEP, the LEP series service droid that we saw in the Clone Wars, and I'm happy that Boba Fett didn't destroy him, but he just switched off. He switched himself off.
Cool.
Yeah, and remember the Colonel Gascon
Colonel Gascon?
The Clone Wars episodes. Yeah,
Yes.
he was on one of the Separatist Republic ships.
Okay. Nice. All right. Now, I know you don't like nitpickers, but I do have just a couple things I want to bring up. But before we get into more standout moments, why don't we do that? So we'll go a little bit down, but then we'll end on a high. So while I did love seeing Boba and Fennec working together and infiltrating the Boba Fett base, stealing a ship and everything, at one point, Fennec has a complete hole in her gut that's filled in with these cybernetics, and I know this isn't her story, but I would have liked to see her kind of learning to live with that new modification a little bit, like stretching or trying to do some like jump kicks and things with this crazy. I mean, like, you'd think that would really kind of mess up your balance and equilibrium and everything else. So, I mean, I understand why they didn't put it in there. So I get it. Yeah. But I think just a couple, like a scene maybe with her, stretching or something might have been interesting.
I don't think we're done with that yet. There's still more episodes to go, so I can see them going. Maybe she's in the background and she's trying to figure out how she's going to operate in the future with this, because I'm sure she weighs a whole lot more now that her whole abdomen is all metal.
Yeah.
So she can't do the stuff that she used to do.
Yeah, it's real interesting.
Yeah, so maybe they'll do another flashback. They would have to do it in a flashback, because already at this point she's been jumping on rooftops and kicking some assassin butt.
Yes, definitely.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, but my main big nitpick, and
oh boy.
I know, I'm sorry, and this is because I'm on Fangirls Going Rogue. I notice things like where women and men are. I just do. It's just one of those things. So when Boba and Fennec are talking at the table with all the houses of Tatooine, they've gathered them together to, towards the end of this episode. Fennec has a speech where she says that you all tried to get rid of Bib Fortuna, and it took this man, Boba Fett, to remove him. Which we know from experience, no, it was you and Boba Fett. It was Fennec and Boba Fett who did that. So I don't know why she kind of knocked herself out of that.
Well,
and also, why is she not sitting at the head of the table with Boba Fett? So that just bugs me.
Okay, well, I'll get some answers for that.
Okay, great.
All right, well, first, I'm sure it was Boba Fett's plan to go back to the palace. Well, we'd seen that when he brought Fennec up to that ridge to look out into the hangar bay to get his fire spray back. Mm-hmm. So it was his plan all along. He is the one that shot Bib Fortuna. So it really was him in charge of that. And I like Fennec's decision of, here's Boba Fett, the guy you're going to be looking at, but I'm going to be walking around you guys. I'm going to be buzzing all around you. So not only is your direction, I'm going to force you to look at him and pay attention to me. I think it was more psychological. And I think that was one of the greatest strengths of that scene, is that she wasn't just sitting static there.
Okay, that's an interesting point. And I also, branching off that, I do like the fact that, Fennec asked Boba Fett, well, what can you offer me that any other person hasn't offered me before in jobs? And he's like, well, I offer you my loyalty. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to save your life. So I can understand that. It's just part of the language of the scene and the writing. Why did they write in, it took this man, Boba Fett, to remove Bib Fortuna?
Because that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, but he wouldn't have removed him without her help. Like, he couldn't have.
I think he would have. It would have taken him much longer, because Fennec Shand is a great asset to his team. Mm-hmm. So I think he still would have done it, but it would have taken longer to form this crime syndicate he's been building.
Okay. All right, well, that's just my little nitpicks, but otherwise, let's go back to saying what we love.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I hope that puts some things into perspective.
No, it does. I do like that she's kind of the fly in their ear buzzing around the table. That makes more sense to me, too.
Yeah,
so
it's like you're
2 points of watching out.
You're looking at him, but yet you're listening to me, and she's forcing everyone to look where she is now. Mm-hmm. It's very misdirection.
Okay. Cool.
So I think she did a great job at that.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's save some for our Zoom discussion tonight.
Oh, okay, okay.
Unless
not
you
a
had
problem.
something else.
Well, let me see.
Should we go into the time frame? Because that
Yes.
seems to be a big question.
Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, the time.
The
Oh,
time
okay.
frame of
Oh
the
my gosh.
series.
So this is like dovetailing with Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Blessed Cheesemaker
Oh.
in the Sky Chat says, didn't Boba say it was a fire spray type ship, so it could still have the old name? Exactly. The fact that he didn't say Slave
Oh.
1, which totally understandable.
Yeah.
So we get that.
Okay.
All right, but for me, who's grown up with the name Slave 1 and had toys of Slave 1, and it's all part of the Star Wars history with the slaves with Anakin, and they really dove into it with the Zygerians in the Clone Wars.
Yes. All right. Well, Kevin does have another answer too for me. All the guns are aimed at Boba instead of Fennec. Smart. You know, with that scene where Boba and Fennec are not in the same spot. The table scene.
Who pointed the gun?
Well, no, just if they pointed guns,
Right.
then they'd have two what is it called? Two targets rather than just one.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, but hold on. Going back to that
Yeah, sorry.
scene and the Godfather scene.
Oh yeah.
Love the fact that Boba had placed this table right over the Rancor gate.
Great.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was cool seeing the claws.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. You would have figured some of those crime figures would have been to Jabba's palace, and when they walked in, it said, "Wait a minute, why is that table right over this grate? We know what's down there."
Yeah.
Funny. All right, so now let's wrap it up with the whole time frame, because I
Okay.
know there's a lot of questions on this too. All right, now Boba Fett did say that he spent years with the Tusken Raiders. So when he got out of the Sarlacc, let's say he was in the Sarlacc for what, a day or two before he busted out?
Right.
I don't think any longer than that. So in the show, he did say that he was with the Tuskens for a couple of years.
Wow.
All right, and he spent let's say, do you want to say 2 years or?
Let's say 2.
Okay, 2 years. So now it's 3 years before the Mandalorian series starts.
Okay.
Okay, so between Return of the Jedi and the Mandalorian is 5 years.
Okay.
From the Book of Boba Fett, he gets out of the Sarlacc and training with Tusken Raiders. Let's say it's 2 years. So there's 3 years of this unaccounted time frame.
Okay.
Which, let's say the last 6 months of that 5-year span, we're now getting into the current day of the Book of Boba Fett, when he's proclaiming himself as the crime lord.
Got it.
With Fennec Shand, all those
Okay.
present day scenes. Let's say, well, I would say even maybe a month before the Mandalorian starts, because we do see crossover scenes from season 1, like when Peli Motto crosses in the background when he's going to see I think he's going to go see Boba Fett.
Yeah.
He's on the Bantha.
Right. Boba Fett's
Gonna go see the mayor.
The mayor, yeah. I
Yeah, we
believe
see
it's
those stormtrooper helmets on spikes. We see Peli Motto.
Right.
So that's already crossing over, and this episode definitely crossed over when we saw the flashback of Boba Fett going to save Fennec Shand when she was just laying in the desert dying.
Yeah, he saw those light charges,
Mhm.
which in Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian, they had used to try to capture Fennec and, you know, like...
to blind her.
To blind her, so they couldn't...
Yeah.
So she couldn't shoot him.
So there's still some missing 2.5 years in there.
Right.
But with all these new series coming out from Disney Plus, I'm sure they want to keep things a little bit vague.
Yeah.
Just so no one can say, "Oh, wait a minute, but didn't this happen? And didn't that happen?" They had the same problem with the Goldbergs.
Oh.
When they said, going back and on this date in 1984, but yet there's a Back to the Future poster? But wait a minute, Back to the Future didn't come out until 1985.
Yeah.
So now they say 1980 something.
Yes.
Just so people like me wouldn't say, "No, hold on 1 second. How is there a Batman movie poster when it's 1982?
Right. Nice.
So I think they're keeping it a little bit vague there. I kind of wish they would really nail down the time so we can I think it'd be easier for them when
Yeah.
maybe they're going to do something with Obi-Wan Kenobi to know where everything is. And I'm sure they know where everything is, but keeping it kind of loosey-goosey with us.
Right. Right. Okay. I mean, I just love how it crossed over with The Mandalorian. And now we get hopefully a huge crossover, because at the end of this episode, Boba Fett's like, okay, well, how are we going to wage this war? And we need muscle. And Fennec's like, well, for the right amount of credits, we can get some muscle. And then what plays? The Mandalorian theme. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is this going to be?
Now, when she said that, before we heard the Mandalorian theme in that 1.2 seconds, I was thinking, she's going to call in the Bad Batch.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be so awesome.
Whoa.
But then they rolled in the Mandalorian theme, like, okay.
Yeah.
But
At this point, the Bad Batch would be like old men.
they would be, but like Captain Rex.
Well, yeah.
We got him back in Rebels when he was an old Santa Rex.
Right. And they're still fighters, obviously.
Yeah.
But they have that, fast aging.
It's only about 10 years, really.
Oh my gosh. Were you guys freaking out when you heard that music? That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Can't wait. Can't wait for next week.
Okay. See, now I'm more excited now than ever before, because I want to see this next episode.
All right. Well, now let's talk with Nathan Butler about Star Wars home videos and his new books. Okay, cool. Ooh.
Oh, there's a lot of comments here.
Yes, and Omega.
That'd be cool to bring back the Bad Batch in live action, and get Sylvester Stallone and de-age him to play Hunter.
Oh yeah!
Come on.
That would be
That
amazing.
would be wicked awesome. If I can bring out my Bostonian, wicked awesome.
All right, shout outs, because I have one. Okay.
All right.
All right, are you
And
ready?
Omega. You know we're gonna see Omega.
I
You
hope so.
know where we are.
I hope. All right, you guys.
Once again, played by Zendaya. That's my prediction.
Interesting.
So we're doing call
Shout outs.
Okay.
All right, I have one shout out this week. As we know, it was Richard's birthday week.
Woo!
Woohoo! And Richard, you, I, and the Skywalking and Dave Scale. Okay. Dave went to Disneyland. So what
Ghost Host, Rebel
thank
Spy.
you. Thank you. All right,
Okay,
so okay. All right, we have one shout out this week, and as you know, it is Richard's birthday week.
Woohoo!
So for your birthday, we ended up at Disneyland, and not only is it your birthday, but it is also Dave Scale, our ghost host. It is his birthday as well. You guys share a day apart.
Yeah, Dave was born on January 15th. I was born on January 16th.
It was so cool. So we ended up going to Disneyland for an evening, and we got to go to Rise of the Resistance, where the First Order caught the birthday boys. Oh my goodness. And but then they managed to escape, and they managed to take over Boba Fett's throne. Right?
For those of you just listening and not watching, Sarah is showing everyone pictures from that day. Us at Rise of the Resistance. When we were in there taking those pictures, you just showed everybody, that one guard, that one First Order guard said something really funny. I forget what it was.
I don't know what it was either.
Remember we both said, hey, that's funny.
No. I'm
Oh.
sorry. All right. Well, okay.
Now it's going to bug me.
Well, to celebrate you taking Boba Fett's throne, we went on Small World Holiday, because Small World Holiday is still going on, you guys, because it was like 3 weeks late because of a disaster occurrence that happened the night before it was supposed to open. So we went on that. And so anyway, I posted these photos and a video on Instagram on Skywalking Pod, and we got some fun comments. So I wanted to read some of these. So let's see. Sleepy Tiki Loves Disney says, "Happy birthday! So jealous." Oh, sorry, Sleepy Tiki. Aljan Go puts some fun birthday cakes. He gave you some birthday cakes. And Oh, Joey Pittman says, happy birthday, fellas.
Joey.
Small World Vacation says, we love It's a Small World Holiday so much, and we love Skywalking Pod. Aw, thank you, Small World Vacations. And Digital Star, who is Details, who got some fun fame this week because he plays the Pike in Solo. So he got a lot of fun Pike responses over the past week. He says, it's a small world after all. Our visit to Disney is something I'll never forget. Aww. And D Lang 1138 says, I love Small World Holiday. I haven't seen it since 2017 and miss it so much. I am so glad they got it operational this season. So
Nice.
yay.
Nice.
Just a fun. And remember, with Details, we did ride Small World Holiday with him when
Yes.
he visited.
Yes, we did.
I think it was just, it's a small world at that point.
Yeah, when we were going through the It's a Small World, and they were playing Christmas songs. You could smell the Christmas trees and you see the Christmas decorations. Do you feel like it was back in December, or were you more like, yeah, this is kind of out of place now?
I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
As like the final ride of that for the season. I didn't feel it was out of place, but then I was doing Instagram video, so
Yeah.
I was kind of concentrating on that.
I was trying to concentrate on not concentrating on the fact that this is a little too late. We're already in mid-January, but I love the smells and I love the Christmas trees and all the characters. So I got the most out of it. I think I squeezed the last bit of the Christmas holiday season out, and when we came out of the cave, out of the tunnel, it's like, okay, you went in, you got cleansed, and you came back out again, and now it's time to start 2022 and
Yeah.
birthday season.
Yes.
All right, Shamim is asking if I was the rebel spy. We did go on Star Tours, and guess who was the rebel spy? Some little kid in the front row. Not me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, Richard.
But thanks, Shamim. Thanks for helping me relive that terror.
Yes. All right. Well, that wraps up episode 353 of
Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Nathan Butler, and as a reminder, his 3-volume book set, A Saga on Home Video, A Fan's Guide to U.S. Star Wars Home Video Releases, can be found on Amazon. If you love to relive the Star Wars DVDs and VHSs and betas, and if you want information on the home releases of Star Wars, these are your tomes.
And we also want to thank all of you Skywalkers for weighing in on everything, joining our live stream. Like, we couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much, Skywalkers.
And now for our Boba Fett Zoom discussions.
Yes, we are having them so far mostly Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And just if you want to know when those are, I'm creating events in our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook group. So you can just check like Wednesdays and make sure that there's an event that night. If there's not, it's probably going to be a different night.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. You can also sign up to receive our newsletter. You can sign up by clicking on the link in our show notes or heading to skywalkingthroughneverland.com and look for the tab Sign Up for Our Newsletter.
Now we want to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, once again for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park?
Or a D23 Expo? Or a, what is it, a Star Wars celebration?
Yeah, coming soon.
Yep.
Minnie, how many more days until Star Wars Celebration?
I don't know. The show notes don't say it right here.
Well, they did earlier on. You had said it. Go ahead.
All right, but... Okay.
Just say 128.
128 days.
Oh, thank God, Tracy, Minnie, you can do it. So if you are planning a trip to a Disney park during May for Star Wars celebrations, well, give them a call and you can get a quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out. And tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, or whisper
Skynet.
Now, do you love Skywalking Through Neverland?
I do.
Well, consider becoming a member of this. Do you love skywalking through Neverland?
Yes, I do.
Well, consider becoming a member of the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. Look for bonus content there where we post our discussions of Disney Plus shows like The Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki,
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, coming up, Moon Knight. We won't talk about that yet, but...
No. What is there to talk about? Now, bonus content for Skywalking Force begins at only $5 a month, so head on over there to skywalkingforce.com and take a look at all the options. And thank you, and a big thank you and a Wookiee hug to all of you who are already part of the Skywalking Force.
Yes. Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network, where you can also find other great shows like Talking Apes,
the Max Effects Podcast,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
Star Warsologies,
and YouTube shows like Collectopolis, which just released a brand new episode this week. Boy, their production value went way up.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Kevin. Oh, there's Kevin right now. Kevin, great job on that production.
Yay.
Yeah, the show looks fantastic.
Also, classic Marvel Star Wars comics,
Which came out last week, and that was a fun one. Dark Lord's Gambit.
Yes.
And today in Star Wars history.
So many shows. All right, well, you can find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod on most platforms. You can also search Skywalking Through Neverland on Facebook and like the page and join the group. Or you can email share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
Always remember, treat your banthas right.
and stop nitpicking. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, okay.
All right, nice.
Excellent.
Skynet says Kevin.
Din had something to
hey,
say.
Din.
Hi, Din. So Din thinks.
Oh, pause it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it. Din thinks that, let's see.
Omega means the last, basically, the end. So to me, it connotates that F and F. Favreau and Filoni and Cho and company have an ultimate end in mind. Even beyond the Rise of Skywalker, based on Lucas's training of Filoni of what his finally ending would be.
So he thinks that in Star Wars TV, they've realized they can build to a huge ending in like 10 years, like the MCU did, versus seeing movie per movie, like the sequel trilogy.
And once again, this is why I love Star Wars TV, because every week there's a new Star Wars mini movie.
Oh, I know. It's so this was 48 minutes this week?
Yeah.
Right? Didn't you look and you're like, whoa, it's long.
48 minutes, but boils down to 41 minutes after credits and recap. But still, that's a lot of content.
That is. Yeah, I love too that it's not set at any given time, like 22 minutes for a half-hour comedy, or 51 minutes or something for an hour show.
Yeah, 42 minutes for an hour show.
Oh, really?
Then you consider all the commercials, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so I love that they can just make it as long as they need it, like a podcast. Nice.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us. And once again, we'll be talking about the Book of Boba Fett in length at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time tonight.
Yes, and the link to the Zoom is in the Facebook event in our group. So many Facebook terms. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we will see you next time. All right?
All right. Thank you, Shamim. Thank you, Din. Dan.
Oh, cool.
Dan Boris is here.
Hey,
hello.
Yay.
And Kevin and Din and Blessed Cheesemaker and Bryn, who left earlier, and
Meredith. Yep.
Meredith.
Everyone's here. Kevin.
And Rex Gordon and Jeremy Stevenson and Corwin of Amber.
Oh, cool. Wayne. Awesome, you guys.
All right, guys. We will see you later.
Bye-bye.